so much more
than an energy company.
We are connectors,
community protectors,
and clean energy leaders.
We are
job creators,
friends and neighbors,
stewards of your dollars and savings.
Yes, we
are so much more.
We are the energy
behind your everyday.
And we are
obsessively,
relentlessly
at your service.
The Iowa Farm Bureau is proud to present this amazing state tournament and celebrate the accomplishments of Iowa's student athletes. To the Iowa Farm Bureau, this is more than just a sport. It's hometown pride, it's hopes and dreams, it's our future leaders, it's a reason to do more and be more. And it's that farm strong spirit that can only be found in Iowa. Congratulations to the student athletes and coaches on a successful year, and remember, today's successes are just the beginning of tomorrow's achievements.
Good evening and welcome to the Girls State Basketball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau and the Girls Union Digital Network powered by Mid-American Energy. Final game of the day here on tournament day one. It's number 2 West Lyon and number 7 Roland-Story in the Class 3A quarterfinal. Dar Danielson here. Joining me is Hall of Famer Tammy Blackstone. And well, could be interesting. We've seen most of the games have been fairly close. That last one was probably the one that had the biggest margin, Tammy, but this one here, a 2 and a 7. You got West Lyon. They're looking to get back to the championship game after finishing runner-up last year. So, again, could be a pretty good matchup today.
I think it will be. You know, as you said, both these teams were here at the state tournament last year. Both ended up getting beat by the ultimate state champ last year, Unity Christian. So both really have a score to settle here today, and they'd both really like to be back in that position again to be fighting for a championship.
Let's take a look at how they got here on the road to state today from the state tournament. As this comes up here, I can't read that small screen, so I got to wait. Region 7 champion Roland-Story was defeated West Marshall, and that was a big one for them, having they had battles with them in the past. And then Region 1 champion West Lyon defeated Forest City. We know that Reagan Barkema is their leader for Roland-Story. Brooklyn Meyer is got a lot of blocks there, and both these teams have a lot of potential, a lot of firepower, don't they?
They really do. It's going to be a really exciting matchup, of course. They both have this kind of a star player who's heading to play D1 basketball next year. West Lyon has Brooklyn Meyer, and Roland-Story has Reagan Barkema. So I think the story of this game might be found in the other players today. I think those two may end up, kind of battling each other, canceling each other out a little bit, and I think that we're going to have an opportunity to see some exciting things from the other players on the court.
All right, we'll talk a little bit more in depth here with our Kruger Seeds to the game coming up in just a minute. We're going to take a break here. You're watching the Girls State Basketball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau.
Inside Casey's. Outside Casey's. Inside Casey's. Outside Casey's. Inside. Outside. Inside. Outside. Inside. Outside. Order for curbside pickup this winter, and we'll bring your delicious Casey's pizza order outside, so you can stay inside. Now at Casey's, buy one large pizza, get one half off. Casey's, here for staying inside. Here for good.
It's Fairway Family Food.
Name one reason more people choose to shop at Fairway.
Lower prices.
Name something that Fairway is famous for.
The best meat in town.
Survey says,
don't play games with your food. Shop Fairway for the best meat in town.
With lower prices and higher quality, everyone's a winner at Fairway.
Until next time, this is Fairway Family Food.
Here at the Girls State Basketball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau, getting ready for number 2 West Lyon taking on Roland-Story in the nightcap. The final game of the day. Been a pretty good day. You see the fans here. They're ready to go. Tammy Blackstone with me here courtside. And let's talk about some of our Cougar Seeds keys to the game for these two teams.
Sure. You know, West Lyon is going to have the size advantage in this game, so for Roland-Story, it is really going to be key to keep West Lyon off the boards, to box out, to limit a lot of second chance points for them. And I think that Roland-Story is going to need to see some leadership and some big contributions from Maddie Bauer and Reese Johnson, in addition to their star player, Reagan Barkema,
yeah.
And then for West Lyon, they're going to need to come out aggressive on offense, but also I think that there's an opportunity there for some of Brooklyn Meyer's teammates, Childress and Metzger. They both have potential to be real difference makers in this game.
And you can see the map underneath the logo there, the blinking lights. There's something in the water up in the northwest side of the state for basketball and volleyball too, isn't there?
There is. I'm a Cherokee girl myself, and so very familiar with the strong sports from up in northwest Iowa. We have a lot of height up there and a lot of pride in sports from a young age.
So those are your Cougar Seeds for Success, brought to you by Cougar Seeds. The next time you're in need of corn or soybean seed, give your local Cougar Seeds dealer a call. Cougar Seeds, first-class seed, first-name service. Learn more at cougarseed.com. Let's take another break here. We'll do that. Be back with more from the Girls State Basketball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau.
We are
We are so much more
than an energy company.
We are connectors.
Community protectors.
And clean energy leaders.
We are
Job creators.
Friends and neighbors.
Stewards of your dollars and savings.
Yes, we.
We.
We are so much more.
We are the energy
Behind your everyday.
And we are
Obsessively.
Relentlessly.
At your service.
Here at the Girls State Basketball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau on the Girls Union Digital Network, powered by Mid-American Energy. Dar Danielson and Tammy Blackstone, we're getting ready, just about ready for the introductions. You see the flashing lights on the map there. Roland-Story, of course, in Story County, north of Ames, and in the far up northwest corner, West Lyon, Lyon County up there. As we appreciate all you who couldn't make it here to Wells Fargo and are watching today. Thanks for watching in. Any final thoughts as we think about getting this game started?
You know, a lot of teams, their first game at state takes a little while to get their legs under them, especially that first quarter. So I think if one of these teams can really come out hot and not have that sort of transition period to kind of get used to the new arena and the exciting atmosphere, they might really be able to seize an advantage here in this game.
And then when you get into the game, try to prevent long runs, because teams are going to have a little bit of run, but you don't want to let them get a long run and build it out, double digit, because it seems like At State, when you're facing a double-digit lead, that clock seems to work faster because you know it's winding down the sands of the season there.
It does. That clock goes so fast on a regular game, and you're absolutely right that at State that's going to go even faster. So, yep, keeping this game close, and that's what we've seen mostly so far in this tournament is some good close games. I think we're due for another one here right now.
And just about ready to go to our public address announcer for the starting lineups.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, basketball fans, and welcome to tonight's 2022 Girls State Basketball 3A quarterfinal matchup featuring the Roland-Story Norsemen and the West Lyon Wildcats. Fans, tradition is an important part of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union's storied history. Because our past is an integral part of what we do today, we ask that everyone in attendance please join in a round of applause to show our appreciation to all the women who have participated in high school athletics in Iowa. Once an Iowa girl, always an Iowa girl. Fans, at this time, the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union and the Iowa Farm Bureau would like to recognize the outstanding sportsmanship shown by Roland-Story High School and West Lyon High School. In recognition of the importance of good sportsmanship, each state qualifying school was asked to nominate a spectator who represents their school and community in a sportsmanlike manner. Kylie Meyer, a member of the IGHSAU Student Athlete Advisory Committee, will present each nominee with a certificate of recognition and a $250 check payable to their school's scholarship fund. Please join us in honoring these individuals whose decorum and respect for others serves as a model for all spectators attending interscholastic events. From Roland-Story High School, Carolyn Geis. And from West Lyon High School, Chad Grotwald. The Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union promotes good sportsmanship by participants, coaches, and spectators. We request your cooperation by supporting the participants, officials, and spectators in a positive manner. Profanity, racial, sexist, or abusive comments, or intimidating actions directed at officials, participants, coaches, team representatives, or event personnel will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal. We thank you for your cooperation and invite you to enjoy the game.
The Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union encourages positive behavior.
Pride, respect, leadership, and sportsmanship on the court and in the stands.
Remember what a great privilege it is to see your team compete.
Thank you for your attendance. Enjoy the game.
And enjoy the game.
Fans, it's now time to introduce the players in today's 3A quarterfinal matchup. First of all, here are your non-starters for the Roland-Story Norsemen. Number 4, Madison Geis. Number 10, Libby Johnson. Number 12, Samantha Ellsbury. Number 22, Allie Charlson. Number 23, Cameron Landy. Number 33, Alyssa Jones. Number 40, Kate Berggren. And number 44, McKenna Carlson. Your assistant coaches, Chris Barkema and Jenna Power. Now let's meet your non-starters for the West Lyon Wildcats. Number 2, Morgan Grotwald. Number 4, Evie Knobloch. Number 22, Kendra Gramstead. 24, Maddie Johnson. 32, Emily Turwee. 34, Kendra Boat. Number 40, Olivia Fike. Number 42, Jersey Hoff. Number 44, Annie Matzker. And number 52, Jordan Eshelman. Your assistant coaches, Dana Pashan, Steve Hoff, Jamie Carolan, Katie Baker, Jeff Hogeveen, and Mia Hogeveen. And now it's time to meet your starters for this 3A quarterfinal. For Roland-Story at guard, a 5'4" junior number 1, Maddie Bauer. For West Lyon at guard, a 5'6" junior number 10, Randy Childress. For the Norsemen at guard, a 5'3" sophomore, number 24, Elizabeth Eiley. For the Wildcats at guard, a 5'7" senior, number 12, Mallory Gramstead. For Roland-Story at guard, a 5'7" senior, number 30, Reese Johnson. For West Lyon at forward, a 6'1" senior, number 14, Xavier Metzger. For the Norsemen at forward, a 5'11" senior, number 32, Reagan Barkema. And a guard for the Wildcats, a 5'6" junior, number 20, Jana Clarenbeek. And for Roland-Story at forward, a 5'7" freshman, number 34, Claire Truesdell. For West Lyon, a forward, a 6'2" senior, number 30, Brooklyn Meyer. Head coach for the Norsemen, Maddie Gelber. And for the Wildcats, Ryan Brasser. Ladies and gentlemen, turn your attention to the area in front of the scorer's table. Your officials for tonight's game, as assigned by the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union, David Rittman, William Dotson, and Cody Oakes. All right, who's ready for state tournament basketball?
And before we begin today's game, once again want to thank the Iowa Farm Bureau, proud title sponsor, the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union, for their support. The Iowa Farm Bureau has an office located in each county across Iowa. We'd like to thank the offices listed on the screen there, Lyon County and Story County, for supporting the two teams today. Thank you, Iowa Farm Bureau, for supporting the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union and the Iowa Girl. And we're ready to nightcap here, the final game of the day on opening day at the Girls State Basketball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau. There's the tap. Metzger brings it down. And Gramstad inside to Meyer. Good. That didn't take long.
No, it did not. And I'm a little surprised by the defensive matchup there as well. She was not being guarded as I expected by Barkema, but we'll see how long that lasts.
Johnson dribbles in. Up top, gets it to Barkema. Barkema down the lane, pull up off the glass. No good. Rebound comes down to Gramstad. Gramstad sets it up. Dumps it into Meyer at the elbow. Down the lane, spinning left hand, goes up and good.
Meyer really has a one-on-one in it there. They're not double teaming her. There's a mismatch there height-wise, and she's really been able to take advantage of it here early.
Cutting in, jumper good. That's a 3 for Truesdale.
It's a nice quick start from the freshman. No intimidation there for being at state for the first time.
4-3 lead for West Lyon. And dribbling in, Clarenbeek, and up and good. She takes it right to the hole. Now there's Roland-Story. Bauer gets it over. Looking inside was Eiley. Now to Johnson. Johnson down the lane, puts it up off the side of the backboard, rebounded by Childress.
Met with 3 defenders there underneath the basket.
Dribbling in, Gramstad gets it off to Meyer and trying to go down low. And Norseman needed that, a good defensive stop.
Yep, they did. That was a good look, but yeah, great stop there. This game is off to a pretty quick start compared to the others that we've seen. I don't see a lot of nerves out there.
Yeah, they're hitting shots early. So you're right. Sometimes you do that. First game of the state takes you a little bit, but they're just going right at it here. Meyer over to Barkema. She pulls it out, gets it to Johnson. To Truesdale, rotate it over. They're not. No, there's a cut inside. Back outside for three. Goes out of bounds. They're not having much luck getting it inside, Roland-Story, are they, right now, with Meyer back in there?
No, they're collapsing in the middle, and yep, they're seeing some tall bodies with long arms underneath there.
Now pressure. They get it away, knocked away for a second, but West Lyon comes out of there with it. Clarenbeek, she dribbles all the way down and turn around up and good. Metzger.
Breaking that press and scoring right away is a good way to discourage that press from staying on here early in the game.
A 4-0 run here, moves it up to 8-3. West Lyon. Barkema now into the game with her first bucket of the day.
It's a nice, really graceful floating shot that she has.
8-5, and there's a pass going awry, but no, kept alive there by Clarenbeek. Looked like it was going to roll out of bounds, and she came up, and there's the drive and a travel called on Brooklyn Meyer. And Terween and Geisian, that was her grandmother who was recognized as a fan. Her mom is here. She's done some work with us in volleyball and was giving me a little bit of the insight. That's thrown away. One of the things she said is you have Barkema, who scores leading scorer, but she said all the other girls have, at different points, stepped up when they needed to and scored and helped them with this fine season they've had.
Absolutely. I'm seeing really good things from Maddie Bauer, from Reese Johnson all season long, and if they can have good games here at state to help Barkema out, that would really go a long ways towards.
So too much of the forearm from Gramstad, and that's our first foul of the day. It goes on Mallory Gramstad here. Halfway through the first quarter, and Roland-Story gets the ball back, trailing by 3. Johnson dribbles in, kicks it outside. Now across the top, looking to Geis. Barkema tried to go, gets it off Johnson. Down the lane, runs into, who was it? Oh, that was Gramstad. Gramstad on the floor, but able to get the ball and pass it off. Well, they ratchet up the defense a little bit, Roland-Story does. Looking for Meyer down there low. Guarded by Barkema.
They have made a change there underneath, recognizing that Meyer, there was a mismatch there before.
Find her now, they bounce it into the elbow. She'll take it up against Barkema, a little too much. And the rebound comes off to Geis, rather.
That's a great one-on-one matchup between Barkema and Meyer. They really have different skill sets, but both so talented.
Barkema got it out to Geis for 3, misses, and the rebound on the backside to Clarenbeek. She'll pull it back out. Reset the offense a little bit here. Dribbles over. They want the 5 call, and they get it now. Right. The closely guarded call defensively.
There's that picked up defense that you were saying that they needed. You know, the tempo of this game so far, it feels more like fourth quarter than first quarter. I've really enjoyed the upbeat tempo of it, scrabbling on the floor.
Yeah, they come right out. Childress and Evie Knobloch in for an IMT insurance substitution. Learn how you can be worry-free at imtins.com. And there's Barkema with the reverse layup.
Really nice move there by Reagan Barkema. She is headed to Bradley University next year to play basketball. That's a Division I school in Peoria, Illinois.
She just goes right in with the reverse. Up top to Terwee. She looking in there for Meyer, bounces it in. Meyer crossover, and Barkham a good defense on her. And since they put her on, Meyer, it's made it a little tougher on her down there.
Yep, she has. That was a good coaching change there on that defense. Barkham is a very effective defender.
She gets the block. And I'm assuming you, as a post, if you play post offense, you know a little bit better how to play post defense, don't you?
You do. I think that Meyer's having a little trouble with those long arms on defense, but Meyer's going to adjust. This isn't her first time playing against someone, a similar height to her.
You'll figure it out. Meyer 6'2", and there's a travel call. It seems like Roland-Story's adjusted that defense after giving some open shots early on.
Yep, they sure did. It's good coaching.
So here they come, down by one, coming up on a minute and a half to play here in the first quarter. Roland-Story, gets it into the backcourt. Yep.
Speaking of coaching, I do like the story of Coach Gelber there for the Roland-Story Norsemen. This is her first season coaching here, taking them to state, and Roland-Story is her alma mater. She was on their state tournament team in 2009, 10, and 11.
And that 72 team will be the honor team for 50 years.
That's right. 50 years ago, Roland-Story was the champion.
Meyer in and gets fouled. See who that goes against. Barkema, her first.
It's always fun to see that 50-year anniversary team back, and I heard that a lot of them are going to be back with us on championship night.
There's the free throw by Meyer. Yeah, and, Chuck Schaffner has a great write-up in the program about that 72 team. How they were kind of a surprise team to come out and win it all. And this miss on the second free throw makes the lead a 2-point lead here. 9-7 for West Lyon. Here's Roland-Story with it. Johnson up top to Landy. Inside, kick out for three. Geis for three is good. And Roland-Story, their first lead of the game.
Coming out back in that full court press on the made basket.
And they get a steal and a jump ball, and it'll stay with Roland-Story.
Really effective pressure there in that back court, putting West Lyon on their heels a little bit.
So they're going to give Meyer a breather and bring Xavier Metzger back in. And here comes Roland-Story trying to build on their 1-point lead. Johnson drives in, cross court, gets it back for three, off no good, and the rebound pulled down by Clarenbeek. She'll quickly push it up into the middle to Childress. Well, let's see how they do offensively with Meyer on the bench. Pull it back out, 3 seconds, 2, 1, at the buzzer!
Nice basket there from Clarenbeek. West Lyon does have a lot of different weapons. They have some good consistency apart from Meyer.
So after one, it's 11-10. We'll take a break here. You're watching the Girls State Basketball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau.
We are so much more
than an energy company.
We are connectors,
community protectors,
and clean energy leaders.
We are
job creators,
friends and neighbors,
stewards of your dollars and savings.
Yes, we
are so much more.
We are the energy
behind your everyday.
And we are
obsessively,
relentlessly
at your service.
Des Moines. The yeses are silent. The fun is always loud. And now it's easy to plan your Des Moines adventure. Introducing the Catch List. A list of all things you can't miss. All the thrills, all the chills, hops and drops. Des Moines is a city of love that'll put a smile on your face. It's easy to picture yourself here. Find your adventure at catchdesmoines.com/catchlist today.
And up and good by Meyer. Back to action here.
That's a good way to take advantage. Barkema's on the bench briefly, taking a breather, and right back to Meyer for a good quick score.
As we start the second quarter, run reminder, Central College has a new tuition price of just $18,600. Means the college experience that opens doors for a lifetime, now more affordable than ever. Apply at central.edu. Their battle for it, and West Lyon comes away with it. Three long, and a tie-up will go to Roland-Story. And Barkema comes back in for an IMT insurance substitution. Also back in is Eiley, the sophomore, for Roland-Story.
I think we can count on Barkema and Meyer only getting very short rests this game.
3-point lead for West Lyon. Try to dump it inside, and it's taken away.
West Lyon's had a really effective kind of swarming defense. They really collapse in and get their hands up.
Into Myers, stops, and puts it up with the left hand. Good, Brooklyn Meyer now with 9.
Yep. Once again, they found that mismatch. Anytime that Barkema has not been guarding her, she has scored.
Lead up to 5. And a kick called. It'll stay with Roland-Story. They're looking for their first bucket here of the second quarter. Addie Bauer over to Barkema. On the wing now back over. Geis for 3. She hit one earlier, misses that one. And they're not getting many second looks right now.
Not at all.
Over on the wing, drops it into Meyer. Spins, left hand, push up, no good. And it'll go off of Roland-Story and stay with West Lyon. Evie Knobloch back in, the sophomore, for an IMT insurance substitution. Meyer out deep this time. She dumps it inside. Back up and good on the follow-through by Gramstad.
Really good second chance opportunity there. Nice putback.
And 30-second timeout with the lead up to 7. And it seemed like Roland-Story had all the momentum. And then at the quarter break, then West Lyon comes right out and right at the end, they got that last second shot and they come out with a little boost.
Yep, they really have. I think they're kind of finding their groove here. And again, Roland-Story is going to have to find an answer for Brooklyn Meyer. She is just, she does not miss shots down there. I think the answer might be the defense of Reagan Barkema, but when Barkema's not guarding her, she's extremely difficult to stop.
And I know the worry is a little bit, you don't want Barkema to get into foul trouble too, because she's your leading scorer, so you got to kind of watch that. But as you said, yeah, it seemed like when she was guarding her, she had a little more trouble getting those shots up. So here comes Roland-Story, down by 7, their biggest deficit here. They've yet to score here in the second quarter. Over to Bauer, looking for Barkema. She cuts out, not there. Bauer dribbles in, gets it off to Johnson. She dribbles into traffic, kicks it outside to Eiley. Over to Johnson. She'll go baseline. Stop. Out for Barkema for 3.
Excellent shot there. Great team play, good passing.
Well, good players find their shot, don't they?
They do.
And that cuts the lead down to 4. Gramstead. Meyer gets the hand up. Now, oh, good look. Back cut there, but just beyond her reach there. Knobloch points to her and said, yeah, that's my fault. I wasn't quite ready. Didn't handle that pass.
That was the right look. That's good teamwork there.
Emily Terwee, the junior, back in for West Lyon. Barkema drives baseline. Meyer there to meet her, knocks it away. And now they got a little trouble here. They're getting high in the 10 count, but they get it across finally. It is Clarenbeek. Gramstead will pull it back out a little bit. Clarenbeek takes it. Penetrates, looking for Meyer there, and they'll just drive in and put it up. Terwee had a lane, but couldn't get it to go. Here's Barkema now, brings it down herself, takes it right in the middle, up and good.
We've seen that nice, easy floater right up and over those taller defensive players a couple of times tonight. It's a really nice looking shot.
7-point lead cut down to 2. Bounce pass underneath. Now back out for open 3. Good.
Credit to West Lyon there. They're really finding that open person. Good defense there by Roland-Story to stop that easy bucket, but
off the scramble, they found the open player out there,
and
Clarenbeek makes them pay with a 3.
It's an excellent way to see the court like that.
Back up to a 5-point lead. Elbow jumper just rolls off and pulled down by Meyer. Brooklyn Meyer, the senior, with the rebound. She'll bring it up herself now. Stop and go on the drive. No good battle for the rebound, and it's going to go off Meyer out of bounds. And West Lyon takes a timeout. Let's see, is this a full? Yeah, full timeout. That means we'll take a break here at the Girls State Basketball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau.
We are so much more
than an energy company.
We are connectors,
community protectors,
and clean energy leaders.
We are
job creators,
friends and neighbors,
stewards of your dollars and savings.
Yes, we.
We are so much more.
We are the energy
behind your everyday.
And we are
obsessively,
relentlessly
at your service.
We're at the Girls State Basketball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau on the Girls Union Digital Network powered by Mid-American Energy. Roland-Story cheer squad there, and had it down, it was 7, got it down to 2, now back up to 5, but Clarenbeek adding some extra points. And you mentioned in the break she's averaged just around 6, she's just over that right now.
Yeah, she's really been a difference maker here in this game. Gianna Clarenbeek, a junior from West Lyon.
And Barkema and Meyer both with 9. There's Barkema for 3. That's short. Underneath comes out. Back out Barkema for 3 again. That was just short again. Battle for it. And this time it's pulled out of there by Childress. Couple good looks, just a little short on the long ones.
Shooters shoot, Dar.
Yeah, you got to keep putting it up.
Now's the time.
That's what I used to tell my coach, but he didn't. I think he didn't think I was a shooter. He said, don't shoot it so much. There's Meyer in with the right hand this time.
That is a great move there by Brooklyn Meyer. She will continue her collegiate career next year playing basketball at South Dakota, Division I school, a tournament team. They've been really coming up in recent years and making some NCAA appearances. It'll be nice to see
Johnson short from 3. She drives in, bounce passes to Geis, and that won't go. Rolls in and out. Roland-Story gone a little cold here. Shooting just 33% from the floor, 30% from three-point range. 2 minutes to go, first half. West Lyon trying to build on this 7-point lead. On the drive, and Clarenbeek loses the handle.
It's good Roland-Story defense there. If they can convert here, slow it down, find a good shot.
Roland-Story lobs it up to Barkema. She puts it up and gets the spin.
What a pass. I feel like they practiced that one quite a bit.
Kind of a bit of a lob there, up over. And back down to a 5-point lead. And offensive foul called on, well, that was off the ball on Childress. And we've only had 3 fouls called in this first half so far.
Yeah. Letting them play. I haven't seen a lot of fouls, though either. Myers on the bench right now, just taking a quick breather, I'm sure. So now would be a time that Roland-Story could really make a move.
There's the 3 by Barkema. Yet to find the range from outside. Well, she got 1, but the last 3 shots have been off a little bit. There's the travel. So West Lyon's had a chance to put a little more distance, but had that foul and then the turnover, and then they'll bring Meyer back in after a little bit of a rest for an IMT insurance substitution. And here we come now, going under a minute to play. Get it outside. Geis for 3, her second.
Roland-Story really needed that. Now putting on this full court pressure, seeing if they can stall the West Lyon offense a little bit.
See, I was saying, will they wait? No, they're going to get it into Meyer. She spins. Oh, good defense by Barkema.
Once again, Myers kind of quelled there by Barkema and those long arms.
Held her ground, stood straight up, and then put the hand on the ball when she had the chance.
Very good job there, not fouling and stopping that score.
So Roland-Story a chance here to tie it up. And Barkema at the buzzer. Oh, rolls in and out. How much momentum would that have given them there?
That would have been great. I think they lost a little bit of track there of the clock, but yeah, that really would have been a boost going into the locker room.
Yeah, she turned and said, oh, I got to get rid of it, and almost got it to go down here. So at the end of 2, it's a 2-point lead for West Lyon over Roland-Story here, 22-20. We'll take a break. We're at the Girls State Basketball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau.
The Iowa Farm Bureau is proud to present this amazing state tournament and celebrate the accomplishments of Iowa's student athletes. To the Iowa Farm Bureau, this is more than just a sport. It's hometown pride, it's hopes and dreams, it's our future leaders, it's a reason to do more and be more. And it's that farm strong spirit that can only be found in Iowa. Congratulations to the student athletes and coaches on a successful year, and remember, today's successes are just the beginning of tomorrow's achievements.
I hear you're looking for a great college where you can get an affordable education. SWIC is the place for you.
I appreciate the personalized attention.
And I've gotten to meet people from all around the world.
The SWIC student housing is incredible.
I like SWIC's hands-on training.
And I'll start my career in 2 years.
I can schedule my classes online or face-to-face.
SWIC feels like a community.
Like family, like home. SWIC is a place for you.
In Iowa, we all play by the same rules. Hard work pays off, practice makes perfect, success is something you earn, and teamwork helps us all be winners. The Iowa Pork Producers Association is proud to support statewide high school athletics. Because on our team and on yours, what we bring to the table is what brings us all together. Learn more about our commitment to Iowa at iowapork.org.
Back here at the Girls State Basketball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau. Halftime here, West Lyon over Roland-Story, 22-20 in our earlier 3A quarterfinal. Russellville Lincoln Central over Sergeant Bluff Luton, 49-34. ELC coach Don Martindale here. Well, you guys, both you average up around the 60s, and then you get a 49-34 game. Was that just how the way it played out, or what was going on with that?
We started out real hot. We made some, some transition baskets, got some steals, hit a three, and then the water kind of got shut off a little bit. We didn't shoot it real good, but I thought our defense was just solid all game long.
And I'm trying to see, is this the final stats here? Talk about some of the performances you liked out of your team.
Yeah, our freshman point guard, Haiti Stokes, had a phenomenal game. I thought Caitlin Tennell did a real good job. Really, I really thought that our two bench players came in. Riley Yeager and Brie Christopher came in when a couple of our kids got in foul trouble. But, again, I thought Jane Nichols was really good on the glass against a much bigger team. I just thought our whole team, our whole team, it's how we play all the time. They just play for each other, and it was a real good team win for us.
Yeah, because every time we're sitting here and you're thinking you guys had it, but they started to push back, but then you answered, though, didn't you?
Yeah, they hit some three balls, and I didn't think we jumped out good enough on some ball screens, but we hit some shots, and then we got to the free throw line. We got them in foul trouble, and we were able to hit some free throws, especially when we were in the double bonus. But it's the type of team we've had all year. We just we are who we are. We play hard, and we just let the chips fall where they may.
And it doesn't. Scoring averages or none of that matters. What matters here is win and move on, right?
Well, what matters here is get the first one, as you said, under your belt, especially with this huge backdrop that nobody in the state plays in. We were able to get into Drake this morning a little bit for a shoot-around, and that has a lot to do with it. But the first one's a tough one, but I know that we've got a very tough team in Unity Christian to play. They're the team that knocked us out in the regional final last year.
Yeah, I mean, the good news is you win. The bad news is you play the number one seed again, right?
Yeah, it's going to be their length and the tremendous player Gracie Skonhoven and Coach Scheidemann are very good friends. We go back a long way in this business. It's going to be our up-tempo game. Hopefully you can turn them over a little bit. And nothing but respect for Unity Christian.
All right, we appreciate you taking a few minutes to talk with us about that. And good luck. Let's see, Thursday at 1:30. The fans can, the ones that can't get down here can tune in and watch. So appreciate it, Coach.
Yeah, thank you. And I just want to put a plug into our phenomenal crowd support today. Really appreciate it. Thanks for having me. Thank you.
Yeah. All right, Don Martindale here. We're at halftime at the Girls State Basketball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau.
I'm Lisa Brinkmeyer, here along with Brent Johnson, President of Iowa Farm Bureau. First off, we'd like to thank you for your title sponsorship of the Girls Athletic Union, as well as the 2022 Girls State Basketball Tournament. Brent, why is it important for Iowa Farm Bureau to invest in Iowa's youth?
Yeah, well, our youth is tomorrow's leaders. And, Iowa Farm Bureau, we put a lot of emphasis in that. And, every year we give $250,000 to kids in scholarships throughout the entire state. Over the last several years, we've provided almost $500,000 in teacher education and products for their classrooms. One of the things that we're really proud of is being able to take care of our students on the athletic fields as well. Iowa is one of only 7 states that even offers concussion insurance. And again, this year, Iowa Farm Bureau, we're proud to announce that at no cost to the student or their families, Iowa Farm Bureau is providing that concussion insurance for those student athletes so that they remain safe and can compete at a high level.
Fantastic.
Here at the Girls State Basketball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau, Dar Danielson with you, and want to let you know it's official state merchandise is now available online. You can go to IGHSAU.org to browse and customize your merchandise to match your style, so look for that online. Tammy Blackstone's been looking over the first half stats, and what do you see there, Tammy?
Well, Dar, I mentioned at the beginning of the game that these two teams are pretty similar on paper, and the halftime stats exactly flesh that out. We got Reagan Barkema from Roland-Story with 11 points, her teammate Madeline Geis with 6. And on the other side for West Lyon, we've got, of course, their star player Brooklyn Meyer with 11 points, same as Reagan Barkema, and also then Gianna Clarenbeek with 7. So we've got leading scorers with 11, next leading with 6, and with 7. Really looking at I think that the story of this second half is going to be how effective can Reagan Barkema be, how effective can Brooklyn Meyer be, but then who else is going to fill in those gaps? Who are we going to see step in this second half of basketball and really make a difference?
All right, we're 22-20 at the half. Another slot in Class 3A semifinal on the line here. We'll come back with more after this at the Girls State Basketball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau.
We are so much more
than an energy company.
We are connectors,
community protectors,
and clean energy leaders.
We are
job creators,
friends and neighbors,
stewards of your dollars and savings.
Yes, we
are so much more.
We are the energy
behind your everyday,
and we are
obsessively,
relentlessly
at your service.
Sometimes people who seem to know everything.
Dental insurance costs a fortune and it covers nothing.
Don't. For instance, personal plans from Delta Dental cut the cost of many procedures in half. So be careful what you hear.
How important are teeth anyway?
Get the facts. Contact Delta Dental about saving with personal dental plans today.
Des Moines. The S's are silent. The fun is always loud. And now it's easy to plan your Des Moines adventure. Introducing the Catch List. A list of all things you can't miss. All the thrills, all the chills, hops, and drops. Des Moines is a city of love that'll put a smile on your face. It's easy to picture yourself here. Find your adventure at catchdesmoines.com/catchlist today.
Inside Casey's. Outside Casey's. Inside Casey's. Outside Casey's. Inside. Outside. Inside. Outside. Inside. Outside. Order for curbside pickup this winter, and we'll bring your delicious Casey's pizza order outside, so you can stay inside. Now at Casey's, buy one large pizza, get one half off. Casey's, here for staying inside. Here for good.
Here at the Girls State Basketball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau and the Girls Union Digital Network, power of Mid-American Energy. We got a good one here in the Class 3A quarterfinal. We'll have this wraps up today, and then Ballard and Center Point will wrap up the quarterfinal field tomorrow morning in the first game, and they'll meet the winner of this one, Dar Danielson, along with former Miss Iowa basketball Tammy Blackstone here with me. And anything else you see out of those stats, Tammy, when you look at it?
A couple of things. What I see is that West Lyon needs to keep their turnovers down. They did have 10 in that first half compared to only 5 by Roland-Story. So West Lyon needs to take care of the ball. Now, Roland-Story was putting that press on, and it was effective at times. The other thing I noticed is that West Lyon is winning the battle of the boards. So Roland-Story is going to need to hit those boards. They have 8 rebounds compared to 15 from West Lyon. And so I'd like to see Roland-Story get on those boards and West Lyon take care of the ball.
West Lyon scored 11 in the first, 11 in the second. Roland-Story 10 in the first, 10 in the second. That gives us a 2-point lead for West Lyon here. Yeah, hang on. This could be a good one.
We're set up for a really good second half here.
And West Lyon will get the ball to start the second half. And as we're ready to get underway here, thanks to Don Martindale as a steal, Roland-Story right away.
Forcing that turnover.
Don Martindale, VLC, for stopping by to talk with us here at halftime. It's always fun to talk with these coaches.
Especially, you always get them after they win.
Yeah, and then, they want to get off and start thinking about the next game and start, enjoying it with their other teams, but they're taking time to come over and talk with us. We appreciate that. And now the ball turned back over to West Lyon. And looks like same starters back in there for West Lyon and Roland-Story. There's Childress with it. Into Meyer at the free throw line. She'll down the lane, puts up that left-handed shot. Doesn't go this time, and then a push is called. I think they're going to get Reese Johnson maybe. Yeah, we only had 2 fouls on West Lyon, 1 on Roland-Story in the first half.
Yeah, there is not foul trouble to be had here, and I think it's going to free up both of these defenses to be a little more
race
aggressive.
On, and they pull it out of there. Gramstad does. Somehow got it away. And, boy, this is starting out as a battle again here to start the second half. Into Meyer. She turns, spins against Barkema, and they'll call her for the foul this time.
That is just Barkema's second foul, but picking it up this early in the second half, she'll want to be a little bit careful. But that's just good defense against a very solid offensive player.
Meyer 1 of 2 at the free throw line, hits that one. And she gets the second one there. Gives her 13 points, average is 17, so well on the way to that right now. And lead up to 4. Take it away. Checks behind, brings it all the way down, puts it up, and the foul. Well, Childress was just not going to give that ball up. She attacked all the way.
Right. You just noted that there hadn't been many fouls at all in the first half. Now we've got some quick ones here.
Mandy Bauer, I believe, with that one.
Free throws could certainly change the tone of this game if some of these fouls start going and both teams get to the line a little more.
Childress gets that one. That's her first points of the day. And gets the second one. So that lead up to 6. Their biggest lead has been 7. And Roland-Story's battled back each time, cut it down. Here's Barkema, and she draws the foul against Metzger. Why did I have to mention we had very few fouls? Now it's kind of turned here in the last few minutes. We've had 5 or 4. Roland-Story up top to Johnson. Eiley over to Geis. Geis hit a couple threes off the bench coming in.
Roland-Story's having a little trouble here making their offense work.
We got Barkham up high, and Johnson will drive, and the scoop shot does not go. Rebound comes off to Childress. Over to Clarenby. Meyer from the elbow is good.
It's a great 18-foot shot there. She has good range. She can drive. We've seen her bring it all the way up the court. Obviously, we see her post up. That makes her pretty tough to guard.
8-0 run to start the second half, and there's a three that's off for West Lyon. Run down by Geis. Inside, Johnson can't get it to go, and the rebound pulled down by Clarenbeek. West Lyon calls a timeout. Let's see if the 32nd timeout here, so almost a good timeout for Roland-Story here to kind of adjust, Tammy.
When I heard the whistle, I thought it was going to be Roland-Story. I think I kind of felt they kind of needed a score there on that possession. Get a little bit behind here. I think Barkema may be a little bit off. Right now, she's missed a few of her outside shots. I'd like to see her take some more of those drives that we saw early in the game, with those ending with that floater shot. If your outside shot isn't falling, you don't have to stop shooting. But
and it's tough because they look to her, but you can't force it. And we gotta see Claren or Geis had a few there, Truesdale, but they need to get somebody else into the scoring a little bit too to help take a little pressure off of Barkham, I think.
They've certainly got other weapons. They have Johnson, they have Bauer. Maybe look to some of them to help.
Yeah, they're both averaging about 8 points, but they haven't got in the scorebook yet here. So
right.
Dump it in. Now look to lob over to Meyer. She gets it, backing away and puts it up.
What a pass! Like, that is just the accuracy of that when you're dealing with a jumper like Barkema defending, to just put it in the right spot.
Up to a 10-point lead. Rotated around. Oh, they lob it in, and good job to Barkema. She draws the foul. That was a good set play there.
It was, and that worked for them earlier in the first half. It's going to be a tough lob to make over those tall West Lyon defenders, but they did it in the first half effectively.
I think that was Clarenbeek on the foul. Barkema with the free throw. And she gets him on the board here in the second half. It gives her an even dozen. She'll look for the Baker's dozen here. And can't quite get it. Ripped down by Metzger.
This is a critical point almost midway here through the third quarter for Roland-Story. They could really use a stop.
Kind of reel them back in a little bit.
They do.
Yeah. Meyer out deep. She drives in, cross court. Now posts up. Back cut. Good job by Geis defending that.
There's that stop. And now if we can see a score here, that could turn the tide here.
Barkema takes it to the hole. They're going to say, oh, they aren't going to give her the bucket. They'll say before the shot. That was a good, strong move. Gramstad.
It sure was. Even with them taking away the bucket, that can still really help with momentum and confidence. Barkema had missed a couple here in a row, and so now would be the time for Roland-Story to make a strong move.
Knob block and shoulders back in for an IMT insurance substitution. Learn how you can be worry-free at imtins.com. And here's Roland-Story trying to cut into the 9-point lead. Three by Barkema. Ooh, just off. Knocked out. Barkema dives but can't save it. Comes up to Terwee, who came in also into the ball game.
The effort is certainly there for Roland-Story. The shots just aren't falling right now.
Meyer turned, almost hit a long-range jumper there. Now Barkema comes up one-on-one with Meyer. She's going to drive baseline, pass it across, but it's taken away. A little respect there. She knew it'd be tough going one-on-one.
Yep, great defense there by Gramstad.
Bounce pass, trying to get it into Meyer, and it'll go out back to Roland-Story. Alyssa Jones in for Roland-Story. And Roland-Story will take a full timeout here. Trailing by 9 with the ball here at the Girls State Basketball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau.
Sometimes people who seem to know everything
Dental insurance costs a fortune, and it covers nothing.
don't. For instance, personal plans from Delta Dental cut the cost of many procedures in half. So be careful what you hear.
How important are teeth anyway?
Get the facts. Contact Delta Dental about saving with personal dental plans today.
Here at the Girls State Basketball Tournament, presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau. Roland-Story fans trying to figure it out here. West Lyon on an 8-1 run to start the second half and have pulled out to a 9-point lead. Dar Danielson with Tammy Blackstone here on the Girls Union Digital Network, powered by Mid-American Energy.
I think Coach Gelber there for Roland-Story. She knows we got a 9-point game here. She doesn't want that to extend any further. I think we're going to see some pressure defense and maybe a change of strategy here on offense.
Madison Geis gets it across to Johnson. Up top, now on the drive, and blocked. Meyer. Major rejection out of bounds of Alyssa Jones. Welcome to the state tournament, freshman.
That was a great block by Brooklyn Meyer.
Here she comes right in there, and Meyer said no, and that was all ball on top of it.
Certainly was.
And knocked to add insult to injury, it went off of her out of bounds back to West Lyon. Here's Meyer with it, out on the wing. Now posts up, backs in against Barkema, and stopped at that time.
Good defense once again there by Barkema.
That left-handed's been deadly, but Barkema's been able to stop it.
She has, without getting into foul trouble.
Johnson drives, and Barkema says no again.
You see a couple of those in a row, and you think twice about shooting. Pretty
back
effective.
In is Metzger and Clarenbeek for West Lyon, and back in is Alyssa Jones. As you saw, you got to have a little more room than that. And taken away on the inbound. On the attack, bounce pass down low. Meyer out of there now, getting a rest for West Lyon. Gramstad pulls it back, gets it over on the wing there. Clarenbeek is West Lyon being very patient here offensively. Into Terwee. Terwee down the lane. Tries to go against Barkema. Barkema gets the block. Long pass. Oh! And I don't know if she caught her foot coming down or got tangled with the other player.
Yeah, it was a good pass. It was almost there, but yep, there was some, not an intentional trip, but some feet tangling.
It's got the feet tangled up. In the NFL, we'd be reviewing that over and over again to try to decide what happened, but got him in the corner there now here. A little tough place to throw it in, but they get it in okay. And pressure, as you said now, Roland-Story bringing it, and Clarenbeek dribbles through it. Now block drives, and offense just a little less effective with Brooklyn Meyer out of there for West Lyon. And that was Bauer on the drive, knocked away. You hear the Roland-Story fans thinking it should have been their ball. And Meyer back in after a minute or so rest.
Still a 9-point game. It's been holding steady, been a bit of a scoring drought here.
And what did they say, on the line? Yep, so Roland-Story got it, but on the line. Yeah, it's been a lot of action, but nothing, a lot of scoring with Brooklyn Meyer out.
Right.
And that's good for Roland-Story. You don't want to extend it back up to 10 again.
It is, but that said, time is running out. There's not as much game left as they would like.
Third quarter winded down here. Roland-Story just 1 point in the third quarter so far. And travel call.
Roland-Story has been effective in getting those stops, have not been able to convert on the other end to make this a little bit closer game.
So here we go, under a minute. Roland-Story trying to cut into the lead here before the end of the third, and then a travel call. Defensive pressure's turned up a little on both ends here.
It has. It has. That right there, that's Barkema trying something different. Her outside shot hasn't been fallen. She's looking to do that drive again. The travels happen.
Up to Gramstad. She'll wait for Meyer to get back in there. Grand break down, and Meyer trying to save it. She does keep it alive. And Clarenbeek. Now they lob it in across. Good assist from Meyer to Metzger.
That's a fantastic assist and really good finish there. And that's the kind of second chance points that Roland-Story cannot afford.
Here's a three off, no good. That would have been a big one for him here toward the end of the third quarter, but it missed. And now West Lyon a chance to extend their biggest lead of the game of 11. Drive in three, up off the glass.
It's a great shot there to end that third quarter. A little bit of momentum, confidence.
So at the end of three, West Lyon extends the lead here at the Girls State Basketball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau.
We are so much more
than an energy company.
We are connectors.
Community protectors.
And clean energy leaders.
We are
Job creators.
Friends and neighbors.
stewards of your dollars and savings.
Yes, we.
We are so much more.
We are the energy
Behind your everyday.
And we are
Obsessively.
relentlessly.
At your service.
It's Fairway Family Food.
We asked 100 grocery shoppers who has the best online shopping.
Fairway Meat and Grocery.
Yes. Name a reason you do your online shopping at Fairway.
Expert shoppers pick out my groceries.
Survey says
Fairway experts hand pick your groceries.
With lower prices and higher quality, everyone's a winner at Fairway.
Pick up a great deal when you shop at Fairway.com today.
Hey fans, Central College has a new tuition price, just $18,600. That means the college experience that open doors for a lifetime, no more affordable than ever. Apply today at central.edu. Well, a 12-1 quarter by West Lyon has them up by 13 here to start the fourth quarter. Roland-Story with the ball, though. See if they got a run back.
13 points is not insurmountable, but they do need to attack the basket. And 13 points is a lot when you have Meyer on the other side.
Looking here, they get it to Barkema. Lobs it in. Kick back out. Three is partially blocked, I think, by Meyer on that one. So she can block him under the basket, can block him out at the three-point line.
She's a very versatile player.
Well, let's see what Roland-Story has on the inbound here. We get it into Landy. Now Bauer over to Barkema. Baseline drive by Landy. Out to Barkema for three. Oh, just short. She's been just a little bit short on the threes after hitting one earlier. Meyer, left-hander up and good. And a miss And West Lyon pulls it down.
West Lyon really finding their stride here and now feeling a little comfortable, confident, able to take their time, find the best shot.
Meyer in, and she gets fouled by Barkema. That'll be number 3.
Brooklyn Meyer has 19 tonight, make it 20. She averages 16, so she is well above that already.
Full timeout. We'll have a free throw when we come back after this on the girls at the Girls State Basketball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau.
We are
We are so much more
than an energy company.
We are connectors.
Community protectors.
And clean energy leaders.
We are
Job creators.
Friends and neighbors.
stewards of your dollars and savings.
Yes, we.
We are so much more.
We are the energy
Behind your everyday.
And we are
Obsessively.
Relentlessly.
At your service.
It's
Back here at the Girls State Basketball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau. A big third quarter allowed West Lyon to pull out, and they've started out on a 3-0. Could be a 4-0 run to start the fourth quarter here, Tammy, if she hits this free throw. Brooklyn Meyer, and she's been the story here, defensively and offensively for West Lyon.
She really has been. She's had a fantastic night here. You know, these two teams played very, very tight in that whole first half. You're right. That third quarter was certainly a breakaway opportunity for West Lyon, and they took it in large part due to Brooklyn Meyer.
And when she was out for a little bit, they just couldn't gain any traction either, score any points when Meyer set out for a bit.
Right.
Johnson dumps it over. Now back around to Bauer. Over to Johnson. She'll drive. Gets bumped. Stays with it. Now goes out. And did he call a foul or was it just out of bounds? I think he called the foul.
I believe there was a foul.
He's coming toward the bench. Yeah.
You see Roland-Story up there in that pressure defense again. The trap was effective a couple of times in that first half, but West Lyon has found a way to break it.
I think Reese Johnson got called for that foul, the 5th on Roland-Story. Inside Meyer, no good, gets the rebound, puts it up with a right hand, and Barkema pulls it down. Well, if you're going to make a run, you got to do one quickly here. Now a timeout by Roland-Story. 30-second timeout. So the offense has been, Barkema's tried a couple of long shots. That hasn't worked. What do you got to try to do to get it in and get it by Meyer down there?
Yep, a change has to happen. I think that we need to see some three-point shots put up by Barkema's teammates, and I'd like to see Barkema drive to the basket, put up some of those two-point floaters, and let some of her teammates handle some three-point shots for now, just to try to make something to break out of this rut. They've been sitting at 21 for an awful long time.
Doesn't seem like we've seen a lot of the drive and kick it out either for Roland-Story. Maybe if they can. Barkema drive to get the defense in and then kick it back out. Although, for West Lyon, you can kind of, cheat out a little bit and depend on Brooklyn Meyer to be the eraser inside there if you're the outside guarding the three-point line for West Lyon.
Yeah, credit to West Lyon's defense, certainly.
Johnson dribbles across. Now goes down the lane, up and through, and there's one.
That's an excellent move.
As they get on the board here now in the fourth quarter.
That ends a long scoring drought for Roland-Story.
Just 1 point in the third, and now 2 here. Inside, up, and a little too much, and there's the rebound by Eiley. Quickly
Another
up to
stop
Bauer.
and another opportunity here.
Into Geis. Back to Johnson. And she was not going to take it one-on-one against Meyer down there. Probably wise.
Coach Gelber calling for them to run that motion offense.
And now draws the foul on Metzger, I believe.
I'd like to see Roland-Story have a little more sense of urgency here. 4.5 minutes might seem like a lot. It is not.
They get it out deep to Bauer. Over to Landy, who's in there now. And Barkema down the lane, gets blocked from behind. 3, no good. Battle for it. Landy pulls it down. At least they got an offensive rebound that set. You know, that's been one and done.
It was a couple of good shots. It was a good drive. It was a good shot. That's what they need to be doing.
Johnson for 3, off, no good. And that'll stay with Roland-Story.
Yep, they've just hit a cold streak and not at a great time.
And Johnson shooting just 28% from three-point range. Probably not the one you want shooting, but you had the open look, and at this point they got to put it up and hope they can get.
Oh yeah, it's a good,
points.
certainly a good shot decision at this point in the game.
Barkema, crossover, but Metzger sticking right with her, and then she loses a handle on it and able to tiptoe the line is Clarenbeek.
They're taking a little too much time on offense there if they're wanting to close this gap. It's got to be quick scores.
Yeah, credit West Lyon. They made them burn down some more of that clock. That was probably about 2 minutes.
Yeah.
And didn't give up a score. Now Meyer pulls it out.
Now West Lyon with the luxury of being able to take a little more time off the clock as they pass it around.
As we go under 3 minutes here. Up to Meyer. And Roland-Story has a couple fouls to give too before they even put him to the line. And Barkema reaches in there just as I say that, but that's the 4th on Barkema. And they got one more to give. Here comes Randy Childress in for Emily Terwee for an IMT insurance substitution. Learn how you can be worry-free at imtins.com. Throwing it in right in front of us here.
Roland-Story needs a steal or a foul at this point to put a stop to this. This is a lot of time coming off the clock.
There we go. You say it, they do it. Here's a 3. No. Oh, that would have been a good capper, but man, Barkema's just had trouble finding that long range.
Yeah, it was a good shot. It's
it
the
was.
right move at this point.
It was in rhythm and everything. It just
Sure.
she just had not had a good night from long range.
Right. People are sometimes bothered by the larger arena. It looks a lot different than the gyms you're used to playing in. She did hit one very early on. I thought it was going to be a hot night.
ELC's coach, he mentioned that you know, you get down here and sometimes this backdrop, you're not used to it, and it takes you a while adjusting. Under 2 minutes now to play, and West Lyon is just pulling this out.
Barkema does not have another foul to give. If they're looking for one, it's going to have to come from someone else.
Cameron Landy, the freshman, excuse me, commits the foul. And looks like West Lyon and Roland-Story both are going to clear the benches. They're going to say 15, we're not going to do that in a minute 22, and there's no indication, that they were going to come back, so they'll have Childress at the line.
Yeah. It's a nice opportunity there for Roland-Story to thank their seniors and all their players for a fantastic season.
Alyssa Jones brings it down to Samantha Ellsbury. Drives in, kicks it out. That's Kate Bergeron. Libby Johnson. Taken away up ahead. To Maddie Johnson.
Always a nice opportunity for these younger girls to have a chance to play on this stage so that should they be back next year, it won't all be new to them again.
Yeah, this is commonly referred to as dart time, usually when I would get into the ball game when it was no longer in doubt. But I think it's safe we can say right now our Casey's player of the game, who that's going to be for West Lyon, Brooklyn Meyer with 21 points, and I don't know how many blocks she ended up with, but
she was fantastic on both sides of the court.
Yep, just as you said, did it at both sides, and we'll talk a little bit more about our Casey's player of the game coming up.
Such a nice moment there at the end when Coach Gelber's seniors, Reese Johnson and Reagan Barkema, came out of the game, gave him a hug, wish him well. Of course, Reagan Barkema will continue her career at Bradley next year.
You know, and you think, oh, maybe we can do what they did 50 years ago, the 72 team, you know, and make a run. But West Lyon quotes those thoughts there. But as you said, a good run to get back here to the tournament. Fine season for them. And let's see. 27, who is that? I don't have that on my roster. Well, it won't matter here, as West Lyon will move on 38-23 to face the winner of tomorrow's game. And again, Casey's proud to sponsor the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union, today's player of the game. Casey's at the heart of many Iowa communities, cheering on our local teams and fans, making sure there's fresh pizza ready, win or lose. Sign up for the new Casey's Rewards, the rewards program that gives back by letting you redeem points for Casey's cash, fuel discounts, or donations to local schools. That would be Brooklyn Meyer with 21 points and several key blocks here tonight for West Lyon. And we'll have the presentations here.
Fans, please direct your attention to the court for the awards presentation. In addition to receiving medallions, each participating player will receive a commemorative basketball provided by the Iowa Farm Bureau, proud title sponsor of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union. Presenting awards from the IGHSAU are Gene Berger and Gary Ross. Congratulations to head coach Maddie Gelber and the Norsemen from Roland-Story on an outstanding basketball season. And now Morgan Grotwald will advance their team to the next round in the official bracket at center court.
The joy there, West Lyon.
West Lyon fan.
They're moving on. And they will face the winner tomorrow, Ballard Center Point Urbana. That game tips at 10 o'clock tomorrow. And as West Lyon taking the first step toward getting back to the championship game here, Tammy.
They certainly have. Again, they were taken out last year by Unity Christian, who ultimately won the championship last year. They would have an opportunity to meet Unity Christian again in the championship game, of course. They have one to get through before they would have that. But they're going to be an exciting team to watch in the rest of this tournament. I think we saw some really great things today, not just from Brooklyn Meyer, but also a surprising and great game from Gianna Clarenbeek. And who knows who will step up again in the next one.
Yeah, it started out as 22-20 halftime, but then West Lyon pulled away, outscoring them 12-1 in the third, and then they outscored them 4-2 in the fourth. There was not a big scoring second half, but West Lyon had enough of what it needed in that third quarter to pull out and get the win. They get their 24th win. Roland-Story finishes a fine season at 19-6. Thanks a lot, Tammy. Appreciate it. And you see a few of the highlights here of the game, and always good doing games with you. And tomorrow, back at it at 10 o'clock here at the Girls State Basketball Tournament, presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau on the Girls Union Digital Network, powered by Mid-American Energy.